Hi Cancer, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I'm going to be using the Light Seers deck and the Lover's Oracle deck. So remember to take what resonates from the reading and to leave behind whatever you feel does not. So let's find out what messages come through with the cards. So the first card we have is the Sun card. With the Sun card, you could be dealing with a Leo. Next, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So with the Eight of Wands, you could be dealing with a fire sign. So Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. And finally, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Nine of Pentacles, this shows you could be dealing with an earth sign. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. So with the Ace of Cups, this shows you could be dealing with a water sign as well. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so with the Sun card, this is showing some very thrilling energy. So with this card, this could show a period that's very enjoyable at this time that you may be coming into. This is very positive energy, and it also is the kind of positive energy that perhaps meets you in a place whereby you are also very open and ready to receiving that energy, because this card is so radiant. This could also be talking about you and how you are showing up at this time. And with the Sun card, that's looking very positive and also looking very vibrant and radiant, and it is a very attractive kind of quality. This energy could be what is drawing in a lot of positive other people or other experience towards you. It's a very optimistic kind of energy. It's also a card that shows a lot of health, wealth, and also a lot of love and enjoyable energy that is surrounding you. That's very positive. So this card could also be showing a period that you may be experiencing with somebody else, but this is a very blissful phase, and it could also be all about you perhaps being in a space whereby you may be finding a lot of enjoyment on your own and also from your surroundings and perhaps in anything that you are working on. So with the Eight of Wands, this card showing up in the reverse can be what feels like a little bit of an overwhelming energy. It could feel as though things are coming in very quickly and information is coming to you very fast. So it could even be some kind of opportunities that may be coming at you, but with this card showing up in the reverse, this is all about a lot of them coming at once. So there could be this need to perhaps be able to slow down, to sift through perhaps many different opportunities or different information that may be coming in. And so this card could resemble what feels like a little bit of a slowing down in as far as perhaps communication, or even just as far as being able to plan which your next steps and what you would like to be working on next. So with this connection, perhaps this connection is also going through that phase. This could be about being in a space whereby perhaps you may be starting to make plans about what to do next, and you may be wanting to perhaps come to a space where you are able to realistically think about what to do next and make plans with somebody else. And with the Nine of Pentacles showing up in this card, in this reading, this is all about being able to create something that you nurture from the beginning and you work on. So with this card, this is a very successful kind of working on something. This could be you working on perhaps a connection as far as a relationship and wanting to nurture it with somebody else. And this card shows a lot of progress, and it is the kind of progress that is very promising. It's steady, but it is the kind of progress that's definitely moving forward. So the Nine of Pentacles is very successful energy. So this is all about anything you are putting your energy towards, anything you are trying to build or work on is something that is moving forward, and is even something that is perhaps bringing in some kind of noticeable results, and you can feel the reward element of being able to nurture something. So this could also be about the relationship, but also if you are single, perhaps this may be even about perhaps you wanting to put in some work or wanting to perhaps devote some of that energy, that work towards yourself, and wanting to perhaps develop yourself on some level. And I'm seeing it being something that is working. And even with the Sun card, this card is showing also you being very successful in perhaps anything you are working on. And I'm seeing you being able to perhaps even come into a happy, free spirit energy as a result of that. So also the Nine of Pentacles is all about being taken care of, and having your actions, your efforts being something that is seen through the rewards, and it is something that can take care of you, and also being in a space where you become very independent as a result of perhaps being able to work on something and knowing what to do. So with this card, this could be in a connection, being able to work on something with another person. And I'm seeing that you could even be working on perhaps even building a home with another person. That could also be something that you are contributing to nurturing, but it could be in any element really. And I'm seeing it being something that comes back to you and is something that that feeds back to you. So this is a positive karma kind of a card. There is some reward element for your efforts. And with the Ace of Cups, this card is a card showing new beginnings. And with it being a Cups card, it's especially about emotions, and perhaps as far as being able to build stronger connections to achieve a deeper level of intimacy with somebody else, whereby perhaps the connection deepens and strengthens. It also could be alluding to it could also be talking about friendships, and also finding people who perhaps match you, as far as very like-minded people that you are able to connect with, and the energy between you and them perhaps flows. There's a good synergy. So with this Ace of Cups, this is also about being able to perhaps gain some mastery over emotional baggage or emotional limiting beliefs or anything that perhaps may weigh you down. Also, it's about being able to overcome any periods of perhaps feelings of loneliness or being in a negative space. This card is all about having a new beginning as far as that, and being able to transform that for the better. So this card is also showing a very promising start, and also an end to any difficulties or any dark periods as well. So I'm getting that perhaps you may be working on building something, and perhaps what you are building is definitely coming to fruition for you and is guaranteeing you this new start with this Ace of Cups. So that could also be leading you to this new beginning. I'm also seeing a lot of optimism. So it could also be that you perhaps are tackling this new beginning or this new connection, or working on this new step and this new foundation with a very positive mindset. And I'm seeing that that is perhaps also a reason why you may be also in the Sun energy, that is bringing about a lot of positive and happy energy and feelings in this connection. So also at that Ace of Cups, you may be getting this chance at some kind of a new beginning. It may be offered to you by somebody else, and that other person may also be looking at you through this this lens that is very positive. They see the best parts in you, and perhaps you bring out the best in them, or they bring out the best in you. So with the Sun card, this is also the kind of energy that is hard to contain. It is very visible, and it is very obviously happy kind of energy. So perhaps this is a very happy kind of a connection that this person is offering you, and you could be bringing out this happiness in them as well. So this person could also be somebody who's a very great and supportive partner. I'm seeing with the Nine of Pentacles, this is somebody who's perhaps also very diligent, very savvy, and they are also someone who is very devoted and isn't afraid of what it takes to make something work. So that Ace of Wands showing up in the reverse, this is all about being able to have that patience, that consistency, and also having that commitment towards building something as well. So this could be the nature of this other person in this connection, and it could also be the nature of this whole connection. Perhaps the two of you make really good partners in the sense that you can work together quite well. So I'm going to pull out 3 cards from the Lovers Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull out 1 card for the connection, a card for you, Cancer, and a card for the other person or anybody else involved in this connection. So I'm going to start with the card for you, Cancer. So this is the card that came out, and it says, "Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives." Okay, so this card could be speaking about the interdependence in this connection and the ability to perhaps be able to work alongside each other, and also having the respect for each other's space and boundaries, and still being able to perhaps enjoy that closeness at the same time. So I'm going to pull out a card for the other person. So this is the card that came out, and it says balance, and it says love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay, so this card is all about some kind of fairness in this connection, perhaps the dynamic of being able to put in as much as you expect to get out. So the Nine of Pentacles is also a card all about being able to put in some kind of effort. So in order to receive those benefits and to receive those rewards, that's all about being able to also put in efforts and put in energy. So this card could also be about being able to find a balance between being able to put in what you are hoping to get out of this connection as well. So with this other person, you may also have the kind of connection whereby it is easy to have perhaps difficult discussions, and the kind of discussions that are perhaps uncomfortable, with that Eight of Wands showing up in the reverse. This could also be about being able to sit down and perhaps reflect on what is a difficult discussion to have and still have it. And with this card, this is about balance, and I'm getting that perhaps through being able to share different points of views on a situation or on an idea and how to tackle it, you're also able to achieve some kind of balance with this card. So this is about the fairness and hearing each other out. So I'm going to pull out a card for this overall connection. So this is the card that came out, and it says embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay, so you may truly find an ally in this other person, or this other person may find an ally in you. But I'm seeing two independent people who are also able to really complement each other as far as building something. So this is all about being able to lean on one another for support, with this card saying you find the missing pieces. So perhaps this is all about being able to contribute also fairly, and I'm seeing that everybody is an important component in what you are building or trying to make work with this connection. And I'm seeing that with all three of these Lovers Oracle cards. And even if you are single, I'm getting that perhaps you may even be finding some deep connection in somebody that you are working with, or somebody who wants to assist you and help you in some way and is able to be a supportive part of what you are trying to create, or that you are also able to be a supportive part of whatever they are trying to create as well. So that card that says let there be closeness, so this is also being able to perhaps closen a connection and promotes more togetherness. Okay, so those are the messages I'm getting with these cards, Cancer. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Cancer.